Hello there and welcome to the series of videos that's going through the content of A-level maths in the first year. Here we're looking at quadratic simultaneous equations, so you can answer questions from exercise 3b. Now these are in the GCSE, but they are at the top end of the GCSE, so I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't quite understand them at GCSE level. So don't be surprised if you're going to deal with fractions and it's going to be using the method of substitution that we learnt in the first video. So here are our two simultaneous equations. The reason they're quadratic simultaneous equations is that we have one of these equations with an x squared or a y squared or an xy term in them. And what we're going to be doing is substituting in one of these, we're going to rearrange the first equation and substitute that letter into the second equation. So I can see here from this first top equation here, it's probably going to be easier for me to make x the subject of this equation, and then I'll substitute x into this equation number 2. So rearrange equation number 1 and we get x equals 3 minus 2y. And then what we're going to do with our second equation is replace any letters with x as 3 minus 2y. So let's show you how that works. So equation 2 is this, and I've now highlighted the x's in red because they're going to be replaced with 3 minus 2y. So that's 3 minus 2y squared, and remember we're going to have to expand this bracket properly. And 3y from the 3y in black there times by x, which is in red here, and that equals 10. So I've effectively rewritten equation 2. Haven't got any x's in there, I've replaced the x's with 3 minus 2y. Right, now we're going to have to solve it. So expand this bracket here properly. Remember it's going to be two brackets multiplied together. So 3 minus 2y times 3 minus 2y. And you get this expression here. And expanding the brackets you get this expression here. Simplify all of these terms together and you're going to get minus 2y squared minus 3y minus 1. Probably best here, they're all negative, that's a bit rubbish, so we'll times through by minus 1 to make them all positive. And then we need to solve this quadratic equation. We have done a video previously on solving quadratic equations, so go back and look at that if you need to. Here we're going to use the method of splitting them off into two brackets. So we get y is equal to negative a half, or y equals negative 1. So here we're going to get two solutions for our simultaneous equations, effectively two pairs of solutions. Now what we need to do now is plug back in the y equals minus a half into one of these top equations and y equals minus 1 into one of these top equations. Okay, so we've got these two values for y. So what we'll now do is we'll plug each of these values for y into the easiest of these simultaneous equations, probably the first one there. So when y equals minus a half, we're going to get x equals 4. So one of our pairs of simultaneous equation solutions is x equals 4, y equals minus a half. And when y equals minus 1, substitute minus 1 into your simultaneous equation and you get x equals 5. So our second solution here is x equals 5, y equals minus 1. And if we were thinking about what the graphs of these would look like, I'm not too sure what this graph would look like, but they would have intersections at the coordinates 4 minus a half, and they would also intersect at 5 minus 1. So that's what I mean by pairs of solutions. Right, your turn then. Pause the video and have a go at these two tricky questions. Right, well done for having a go at these questions. Remember, if I'm going through the video and you spot your mistake somewhere along the line, then pause the video at that point and finish the question on your own. Right, for this first one here, I need to make one of these letters the subject. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably make y the subject of the first equation, so 1 minus 2x, and then substitute that into the second equation. So wherever I have a y, I'm going to write 1 minus 2x instead. So I'm going to get x squared plus 1 minus 2x squared equals 1. Now I've got to expand 1 minus 2x squared properly. So 1 minus 2x times 1 minus 2x is how I'm going to do this. and I'm going to make sure that I expand my brackets properly. So my answer here is going to be x squared from this x squared at the front here. Add 1 minus 4x in total plus 4x squared equals 1. And then these 1's are going to cancel out on both sides, so I'm just going to be left with 5x squared minus 4x equals 0. So now I've got a quadratic equation here. The first thing I'm going to do is factor out an x. And now I've got two expressions that multiply together to make 0. So either x equals 0 or x equals 4/5. Now what I'm going to do is plug this equation, these two solutions, back into the top equation so that I can solve for the y values. So when x equals 0, y is going to equal 1. And when x is 4 over 5, I'm going to get 1 minus 8 over 5. So that's going to be x equals minus 3/5. Whoops, sorry, no, y equals minus 3/5. So my two pairs of solution is one here and one here. Okay, the second one here is a bit more tricky. It looks like they're going to want us to simplify it in third form, so wish me luck. Right, what I'm going to do first with this equation here is probably make 2x the subject of my formula. So 2x equals 13 minus 3y. And what I'll probably do next is I can either divide by 2, but that would create some tricky fractions. What I'll do next is I'll square both terms, so I'll get 4x squared equals 13 minus 3y squared. So I've squared both sides of this equation here. So what I'll do is I'll times this equation here through by 4, so that I can then substitute straight in what 4x squared is. So here I'm going to get 4x squared plus 4y squared, and grabbing my calculator to work out what 4 times 78 is. 4 times 78 equals 312. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is substitute straight in what 4x squared is into the second equation. So that's going to be 13 minus 3y squared, add 4y squared equals 312. And then I'm going to expand these brackets here, now making sure we do this properly. We're going to get 169, 39, so minus 39y, take away another 39y, add 9y squared, plus 4y squared equals 312. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? So we're going to get, to simplify all of this, we're going to get 13y squared minus minus 39, so that would be minus 78y. And next we're going to have to take away 312 from 169, so 169 take away 312, and we're going to get minus 143 equals 0. I do believe we can factor out 13 here, so y squared minus 6y minus 11 equals 0. Just check that 78 divided by 13 is 6. Good. Okay, just checking that. Right, so let's solve this now. So let's complete the square. So y minus 3 squared minus 9 minus 11 equals 0. So y minus 3 equals positive or negative root 20. Root 20 can be rewritten as 2 root 5. So my two answers here are going to be y equals 3 plus 2 root 5, when I add 3 onto the other side, and y equals 3 minus 2 root 5. Now I'm going to plug y into the first expression up here. So 2x is going to equal 13, so I'm using this equation up here. 13 minus 9 plus 6 root 5, because I've times everything by 3 in this top expression here. So x is therefore going to equal, that simplified to 4, so it would be 2 plus 3 root 5. And on the second one here, we're going to get 2x equals 13 minus 3 lots of 3 is 9, and the double negative here will give us plus 6 root 5. And then dividing through by 2, we're going to get 4, so that's divided through by 2, we'll get 2, and plus 3 root 5. Hold on, this over here should be a negative, shouldn't it? So if we're taking both the positive and negative away, yeah. So that would be 3 root 5 here. Okay, so these are our two solutions for part B here. Right, make sure you have plenty of practice on the exercises for 3B. Make sure that you do practice this, because it does appear very regularly within A-level maths, this sort of quadratic simultaneous equation stuff. Okay, right, thanks for watching.